So recently, I've been putting a lot of work into cataloging all of the information about the SplashClan characters over on the website Unveil. I've gotten through a few characters and I have references, all of their sprites, visual family trees, as well as all of the in-game events and all of their information there, and I will link the folder with all of these SplashClan cats in the description. It's been really fun getting to revisit each of the characters, and this has given me the opportunity to revise some things about the lore, and more specifically, it's given me the chance to make very detailed plot summaries about the characters. These summaries can get very, very long, and I quickly realized that if I wanted to keep this up, I was going to need to do something with these. I later realized it would also be nice to make reference sheets for each of the characters, so that's what I'm doing, while also going and recapping the stories of some of the SplashClan characters who have already died. I'll be going in death order so that I'll be summing up the full life story of each of the characters. Either way, let's get into it. Mintshade is the main StarClan guide of SplashClan. Earlier in her life, she was a solitary rogue until she had found and adopted an orphan kit she had found. She named the kit Gannett and trained her. Soon enough, Gannett was fully grown and the two spent a good portion of their lives as companions. Though Gannett never viewed her as such, Mint saw Gannett as her kit. Throughout their lives, Mint trained Gannett, teaching and raising her under the philosophy that no other cats matter, protect yourself and only yourself. Later, the two joined SplashClan and took the names Mintshade and Gannett Talon. The two wanted power over the group of cats and thought SplashClan was the best option as they lacked a confident cat to step up as leader. Initially, Mintshade was the one who wanted to be the leader, but as she realized how old she really was, she decided to allow her adoptive kit to take that role instead. She advised Gannett Talon through everything, and soon enough, she was elected as SplashClan's future leader. When the reformed clans went to drive out the Blood Clan affiliated rogues who had been occupying the clan's old lake territories, Mintshade was killed. As the first SplashClan cat to die, she was chosen to be the StarClan guide, and she was able to give Gannett Star one of her 9 lives. In death, she realized the error of her ways and concluded that she had always loved Gannett Star. Her philosophy was wrong, and it had not only resulted in her permanently harming her daughter, but all the clans as Gannett Star's terrible leadership continued. Sagepeak was one of the founding members of SplashClan. He was born as Sage, but was abandoned only a month or so into his life at the horse place. Sage was later found and taken in by the cats who were helping rebuild the 4 clans around the lake, and it was then when they renamed him SageKit. When the new clans were able to drive out the rogues occupying the lake territory and were officially able to reform as clans, SageKit decided he wanted to be a part of SplashClan, being the first cat to announce his interest of the cats who would go on to join. Sagepaw became an apprentice right after the clans were officially founded, and Gannett Star herself became his mentor. He was desperate to impress his mentor and tried everything to do so. He tried giving them gifts, providing helpful and insightful suggestions to solve conflicts, and tried to spend as much time with her as possible, but it eventually became clear to Sagepaw that they just didn't care. Gannett Star only became Sagepaw's mentor because she needed to have an apprentice to be leader according to the warrior code. By the time Sagepeak was named a warrior, he had stopped trying to impress Gannett Star, but he ultimately felt like he had fallen behind his former denmates. Weed Speckle and Thunder Isle were able to immediately prove themselves and show the clan how great of warriors they were, but that time never came for Sagepeak. He quickly realized, too, that there was nothing he was particularly good at. During the same month he was made a warrior, Sagepeak went out on a patrol led by Jade Zinnia and was accompanied by Thunder Isle. While out hunting, they were swept away by a flash flood caused by harsh rain that had started while they were out. Sagepeak for a moment thought that swimming could be what he's good at, so he tried to swim through the flood, not understanding that Jade Zinnia and Thunder Isle had already made it to safety by grabbing hold of some driftwood and escaping the raging river. Unfortunately, Sagepeak drowned and went to StarClan, becoming the StarClan guide for cats who died by drowning. Icy Whisker was born as Icy Kit, alongside her 2 litter mates, Torn Kit and Jellyfish Kit, and the 3 were the first kits to be born into the newly founded SplashClan. Icy Kit and her siblings were the kits of Gannett Star, the first leader of the clan, and a rogue named Striker, although the 3 kits never knew their father or even learned his name. Icy Kit grew up alongside Torn Kit and Jellyfish Kit, feeling as if they always had the attention of their clan mates thanks to the fact that it had been over a year since there were any kits in the clan at all, and the fact that they were Gannett Star's kits only added to this. The attention the 3 would get led to Icy Kit in particular being very attention hungry. As she grew up, her attention-seeking nature never went away and only got worse with age as she realized that of her siblings, Gannet Star clearly favored Jellyfish Kit over her and her brother Torn Kit. By the time Icy Paw was made an apprentice, she felt like she had in a way been abandoned by her mother, and the fact that Gannet Star had not even disclosed who her father was made her feel worse. She had Torn Paw and Jellyfish Paw, sure, but she felt so alone. Snapfern was chosen to be her mentor, who initially Icy Paw turned away from out of spite towards her parent Gannet Star. She felt as though Gannet Star was passing her on to some other cat, and that they didn't love her anymore. But as time passed, Icy Paw grew out of her childish, attention-seeking nature, and it's thanks to Snapfern's influence that she grew into a calm, clever warrior, even picking up on the habit of lining her nest with lavender from her. Icy Whisker was made a warrior alongside her littermates Tornrun and Jellyfish Speckle when they were 12 months old, far earlier than they likely should have been, but thanks to them being Gannet Star's kits, she had the power to make them warriors whenever they saw fit. Icy Whisker as a warrior was far different from the attention-hungry young kit she had been. She was now a dedicated young warrior, and she decided that she no longer cared if Gannet Star gave her attention. Not long after she became a warrior, however, her sister Jellyfish Speckle was taken away by Two Legs. Though Icy Whisker wanted to mourn, part of her felt as though a weight was taken off of her chest. The thing that had stolen all of their parents' attention and affection was now gone. She felt so incredibly guilty for thinking this way, but she couldn't help it. Time passed and she began to think about her future as a warrior, having kept her eye on the 2 litters of kits in the clan, and she had decided that she wanted to mentor either Clove Kit or Dappled Kit. Unfortunately, while out on patrol one day, Icy Whisker was attacked by a dog and was forced to watch her first opportunity to become a mentor vanish, and the fact that her brother was picked to be a mentor instead made it all feel worse. She was stuck in the medicine den for a long time with her injury, and a month later it became infected, and it was this infection that led to her death 2 months later. And that'll be it for now. I'll be sure to do more of these in the future, since it's so fun to go back and revisit some of the SplashClan characters who haven't been around for a while. Next video should be Gorge Flight, Dappled Speckle, and maybe Longpool, but it'll all really just depend on how long their story summaries are.